Exponent practice questions. Welcome to another video. So before we start, make sure that you like the video, you subscribe so you can get to the next video. So be confident, practice, and be patient. Repeat to yourself, yes, I can. Okay, recall. We have a 2 to the third power. So here we call 2 the base, 3 the exponent. And the 2 to the third power means you multiply 2 by itself, repeating 3 times. The reason we have 8. Therefore, if you want to do 3 to the fourth power, we're going to say 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So we multiply 3 by 7, repeat this 4 times. So that gives you 81. Okay, so let's see some practice questions. Here we have a question number 1, x to the third multiplied by x to the 9. So you have to understand there are some rules. And the first question here, we need product rule. And that product rule said, when you have the same base, so x represents the base, and you multiply these two exponents, so you add the powers. Therefore, you're going to have a here x to the third power plus 9 power. So you have x raised to 12 power. For the second question, yes, we have a 4x squared times 5x, but we'll try to multiply 4 by 5. Okay, we multiply x squared by x. So x alone has a power, which is 1. So therefore, we're going to have a 20x cubed. Yeah. Okay, let's see the next questions. So question number 3. So for this question, yes, we need again product rule. So first of all, we'll try to multiply the numbers. So we'll multiply 2, okay, by 3, okay, by 4. And now multiply x squared by the other x, but the other x has a power which is 1. Okay, now we multiply y by y, but each y has 1 as a power. So based on product rule, we will have 2 times 3, which is 6. 6 times 4, which is 24. Okay, for the x part, we'll add the powers. So we have 2 plus 1, which is 3. This 2 plus 1 here. And for the y, we have a 1 plus 1, which is 2. So y to the second power. So again, we add the powers when we have the same base. So y, okay, we can add their powers. X, we can add their powers. Now for the bottom one, we don't have x or y, but we have some numbers. But the concept is the same, which is what? We'll try to have 3 to the 9th power multiplied by the other 3 to the 5th power. Okay, so we take this and this, because it's a multiplication. Now, we're going to have this multiplied by 2 to the 11th power multiplied by 2 to the 7th power. Okay, so because we have 3 as the same base, now our answer will be 3, and we add 9 to 5, which is 14. Okay, power 14 multiplied by 2 raised to 11 plus 7, which is 18. Okay, yeah, we can go further, to complete what is 3 to the 14th power and multiply by 2 to the 18th power, using a calculator. But the purpose of this practice question is to know how we can apply the rule for the question. So let's see the next question, question number 5. So for question number 5, we're going to apply another rule, and that rule is called quotient rule. So it's very important, to understand the um, the rules for exponent and understand which rule you'll use for a specific question. So because here you have something divided by something, so it's x to the f power divided by x to the fifth power, we're going to use that quotient of which part? We're going to take that x, and we subtract the power. So we take the top power, which is 8, minus the bottom power. So 8 minus 5. And then doing that, we get x cubed. Okay. So always we take the top power minus the bottom power. Now, question number 6, the next challenge. But the thing is this, we have numbers, okay? So we'll keep these numbers, so the 4 and the 5, okay? Now for the x part, because we have x cubed and x squared, we will do x3 minus 2. And the y part, we'll take the y 16 minus 5. So therefore, you'll see that the answer will be, we have a 4, we have a 5 in the denominator. So x part, you have a 3 minus 2, which is 1, so it's just x. So x alone means x raised to 1 power. But the y part, you're going to have a y raised to 11 power. So this is the answer. Okay, let's continue. Question number 7. This question, we're going to use another rule. Yes, for exponent, we have many rules. So here we have a power to power rule. So you have to understand that x has a power, which is 3, and everything raised to another power. That's why we say power to power rule. And the rule said we need to multiply the two powers. Therefore, here we're going to have x, okay, 3 multiplied by 5, which is x to the 15th power. The bottom one, so question number 8, which is also tricky. So we have a 3 outside the parentheses. So that 3 stays. But what's going to happen inside the parentheses? You have to understand that the 4, the power 4 here, this power is not only for the x cube, it's also to the 2 inside. So, but that 2 inside has what? 1 as a power. So it's like you have a 2 raised to 1 power. Any number you have or any variable you see, if you don't see a power, know that there is invisible 1. So you're going to multiply that 1 by 4. Okay, so 1 times 4. We take an x, we multiply 3 by 4. So based on the rule. So this becomes what? We have a 3 multiplied by 2 to the 4th power. Okay, because 1 times 4 is 4. And the x part, we have 12. Okay, let's continue a little bit. So here we have our 3, but please don't multiply 3 by 2 to say 6. No. So we have a 3, but 2 to the 4th power, this here means what? 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Yeah. And then doing that, you get 16. Therefore, we're going to have 3 here multiplied by 16. Okay. Let's remove this x power 12. Okay, now what is 3 multiplied by 16? This is 48. So the final answer is 48x raised to 12 power. Okay. Yeah, please remember, to like the video or to subscribe, to support the channel. Okay, so let's see the next question. Question number 9. So again, we're going to use power to power rule. But you will see that, with power to power rule, for the numerator, power to power rule for the denominator, and we'll use a quotient rule. So let's go step by step. First of all, the top, we're going to have x raised to 3 multiplied by 5. The bottom will have x raised to 3 multiplied by 4. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. So this becomes, okay, x 15 divided by x 12. But we'll not stop like that. We're going to use quotient rule for that, which means what? We're going to have x, okay, raised to 15 minus 12. The final answer now is x cubed. Okay. Okay, let's see the next question. Question 10. This time, we're going to use another rule. Negative exponent. Yes. Here they say simplify completely with no negative exponent. So the rule said when you have a 2 raised to negative 3, for example, so based on the rule, this will be 1 divided by 2 to the third power. So we have this to flip. So we have a 1 in the numerator, and in the denominator, we have a 2 to the third power. So it's not anymore negative 3, the reason we flip. But remember, 2 to the negative 3, 2 to the third power itself is 8, which is 2 times 2 times 2. Therefore, you have a 1 over 8. Okay. Question 11. So the top will have x to the 10th power. Yes, we multiply 2 by 5. The bottom, again, you have to be careful. So the 3 has power, which is 1. Yeah. So therefore, you're going to have a 3 to the 4th power because we multiply 1 by 4. And you have x to the 12th power. So you multiply 3 by 4. So what's going to happen is that we will have that x to the 10th power. Bottom 3 to the 4th power, which is 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, give you 81 with x 12 power. So see what's going to happen. Okay, we'll try to do the x, so the top power 10 minus the bottom power 12. Yes, we can do that because the same base here xx, so we subtract the powers, so using quotient rule. And the bottom, the 81 stays. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Let's go to another slide. So having x, next question. Having x, okay, 10 minus 12 divided by 81, we'll have x raised to negative 2 over 81. Yes, that's the challenge part. We cannot leave this with a negative exponent, right? Okay, so what we'll do is that we're going to flip it. We're going to flip it. So this x raised to negative 2 come in the denominator to become x squared. The 81 stays 81, but on top we have 1. So remember again, so recall, yes, we see this x raised to negative 2. This is 1 divided by x squared, which is what we have here. But the 81 was in the denominator before. So therefore, this is our final answer. The next question, we have 2 to the 0 power. Yeah, so here is 0 exponent. No, you don't need to think a lot. You see this is just 1. Okay, based on the rule. Yes, same thing for 13. 2x cubed to the 0 power is 1. Okay, now the challenge 1 is a 14. Don't say that 14 is 1 because the power 0 is only for x. This 0 doesn't cover the 2x. So we're going to have a 2 multiplied by 1, and the answer is 2. Yes. Now, suppose I create question 15, and this is for you. You can pause the video to solve that before you continue. Suppose I create this question for you where I will have negative 2 raised to 0 power. What do you think is going to be the answer? Okay, so you have to understand that the answer here will be negative 1. Challenge question. Yes, because the 0, the power 0, is only for 2. It's not for negative. So if I have a negative 2 in a parenthesis raised to 0 power, in that case, I will say 1. But the negative 2, like this raised to 0 power, is like you have a negative 1 multiplied by 2 raised to 0 power, and the 2 raised to 0 power is 1. So this is same as negative 1 multiplied by 1, okay, give you negative 1. The reason we have this one here. Okay, so again, remember to like the video, to subscribe so you can get our next videos. Overall, understand that practice makes perfect.